as I say, we did get some questions from the socials. We spoke about Bailey keeping your hair so fine. We've got those tips already. Who's this one? We've got Kay, his name is. He says, list some of the mental things that Alioski does in the changing room.
Do you know what? Then like it's just so loud, and then like he plays up to the camera. So when then like the camera's in the like the tunnel and that, he walks up to the camera, he gives it a shake, but he's just so loud all the time, just shouting, just going around like grabbing your ears and rubbing his face up against your face, just like just leave me alone. So like then like some days you go along with it, yeah. Some days just like, gee,
Not in the mood.
leave me alone. Yeah, go away. Yeah.
Who else did we have? We had Ryan talking about Yeovil. He says, when at Yeovil, what was the best prank that you've seen?
Best prank. We there like was a young kit man, like who's still there, Dan the kit man, and then like he had a back room which had a padlock and that. So we got him, shoved him in there, padlocked the door, went out for training, trained hour and a bit, come back, he just sat in the back of the kit room. Then we used to lock him in there all the time. Then like we used to just ask him for things, and like he would just fall for it every time. He would just walk in there and bang, lock it, and then we'll go for lunch, come back, and he'll be in there. So yeah, but then like he's still there as well. He's brilliant.
You must have seen some pranks in your time, DJ.
No.
None at all. Don't want to talk about them. No. Also on the Yeovil front, we've got Finn. He says, will you ever go back to Yeovil? And if so, when? I don't think you can answer that question, to be honest. But he's alluded to the fact that you've got a soft spot for Yeovil. Could you ever see yourself maybe at the end of your career going there again?
Yeah, then like if the opportunity come up and stuff, and then right now obviously then I want to stay here for as long as I can.
Yeah,
but if something come up in the future where then I had a chance to go down there to play or do something, then I'd like to. Then like it all depends on the family as well, because they're settled up here, so it's a long old commute every day to get down to Yeovil. So
cool, I bet.
But certainly then like something I'd like to. Then if something come up and then like we can make it work, then yeah.
Callum says, best goal you've seen live. Is it going to be the one that came off the end of your boot against your goal of the season one?
Hudders.
Yeah. Then like it probably is. I'm not just saying it, but it was pretty.
I was going to say, obviously, because you see it from your two eyes, and obviously it looks sick, doesn't it? But then when you see it from the Sky Sports or whatever camera angle was filming, does it still have that same effect for you?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Still now, then like still a year after, and watching it most days, it still gives me goosebumps.
Every day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look this up. How many views did that have? Because I bet Luke's probably responsible for a lot of them. But yeah, there was one. I mean, I wasn't going to put these in, but I will, because Ellis Platten says, "Can you just please let him know I love him?" And George said exactly the same thing. Can you just tell him I love him, please? Thanks. So
that's always nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you get a sense of like the obviously you haven't been playing in front of the fans this year, but last year, do you get a sense of like the fans? They adore Leeds, don't they? They love it.
Yeah, the fans here. Then like this is what they live for. Then like they live for the games on the Saturdays. Well, then like when they could come, they actually live for it. And then like when I signed here, then like when I was at Bristol, you could walk around the city centre and then you might get stopped once or twice. You know, that like very rarely. Here, then like you've gone into the city, then like everybody knows who you are. Then like they live and breathe it. Then like, but then like, that's the same for then like all the sportsmen here. Then like you got like Josh Warrington, who's a boxer, who just like all the fans just take to him, and he sells out everywhere he goes. And so yeah, it's just a city that loves their sportsmen. So it's nice.